Welcome Machine Nation to my first tutorial video. My name is Vincent Brandon. I also go by the name of Uncle Vinny, also known as Brother I. For folks that are into making machine music with any one of the machines, I just wanted to start doing a series of videos, especially directed towards the beginner users and also to do reviews. I just purchased Lucid Mission, which is it's a great tutorial tool. I hear a lot of comments on various forums, one being one of my favorite, Machine Movement, on Facebook. I hear a lot of comments from beginner and somewhat intermediate users talking about they need assistance in putting together drum patterns. And I opened up Lucid Mission, which I just purchased from Native Instruments, and it's everything that the new users and intermediate users are looking for. And I say that because all of the patterns are broken down for you. Now this is EDM genre based expansion, machine expansion. However, it is the first one that I've seen that really truly breaks down the patterns for you and shows you how to build your sounds, build your patterns in your music, so that when you construct your scenes, you don't just have the same pattern running the whole time, just a 4 to the floor banging along with your snare or your claps or your hi-hats or whatever else you might include. This shows you step by step, pattern by pattern, how to construct a good drum pattern. And I'll give you an example. I'm going to go from the Amsterdam kit, which is the first kit in the Lucid Mission expansion, and Lucid Mission expansion. I'm going to turn this on here for you to listen to. Now this is just a nice high top kick. Gives you that top. It doesn't give you that nice bass frequency. But we're going to go on to the next pattern. And it adds that bass, that nice subby bass. Also some percussion. Pattern 3. Pattern 4. Now it just gives you a nice thumpy bass, and that helps you with a breakdown. You can put that in a breakdown. This is pattern 5, by the way. A nice ride in there along with that thumpy bass. There go your claps added back in. Essentially, that's a fill. You can use that as a breakdown. You can use that as a transition into another part of your song. So when you're breaking up your scenes, you got those nice transitions. You don't just have a static pattern or just the same pattern going all the way through. Pattern 8. They add some percussion in. That's always nice to have a nice little percussion mix-up, do a pattern with just some percussion and maybe a pounding bass, maybe some claps in there. And as we go along, they might even add in the claps on the next pattern. Let's see. They use the hi-hat. I don't know if you can hear it. Uses some toms, some deep toms, so you might not be able to hear those because of my setup. I'm sorry, I threw this together because I really just, I love this Lucid Mission expansion. Let me go on to another pattern for you. And this pattern adds some nice hi-hats. So this mixes it up. This is what you have to do with your patterns. You shouldn't just use the only genre that I know that successfully uses static patterns, the same pattern over and over again, is hip hop. Most other music, even hip hop now, you want to change it up. You want to vary it. You don't want that same static pattern going throughout your entire song, because it's boring. Bottom line. There go your claps again. Some nice snare at the end. So again, that's a transitional pattern or a fill, or it can be used as a fill pattern. And this is another. This is another larger pattern with some transitional elements. Also can be again used as a fill, although there's no a fill is generally like a snare drum. We'll get to that because that's in this pattern, in a pattern in this kit. There's another nice full pattern. And there's your fill. So there you go. That'll give you an idea. Here comes your fill. And this is a fill also. This can be used as a fill, or it can be used as a nice transition. And that's really what a fill is. A fill is a transition into another part of your song. Alright, so that's just the first pattern in this Lucid Mission. I would suggest to any aspiring new Maschine owners, if you've just got Maschine and you're just breaking in, you're just getting you're just cutting your teeth on this machine, I would suggest purchasing Lucid Mission. I have almost all of the expansions, Native Instruments Maschine expansion packs. I have almost all of them, all but a few. Even the Maschine, as far as the Maschine factory kits and patterns, this is the first. Lucid Mission expansion is the first that I see that truly breaks down the drums for you, so that you can construct a song almost entirely from those patterns. And look, these are standard patterns. There's also a way within Maschine to call up those patterns and change the kits. I believe I can do that simply by disabling the pattern button. I don't even know what the name of the button is. I'll actually look it up for you, and I'll put a comment on YouTube explaining what that is. Or if you're curious, if you can't figure it out yourself, here goes my mouse moving. I'm going to put it over top. I'm going to hover it over top of that area. If it's lit up, that means every time you load a kit, it will load the new pattern. But if you disable it, if it's grayed out and you open up a new kit, that new kit will play the existing pattern that's already installed or loaded up into the computer. Okay, so you new users, mid to intermediate users that are still struggling with drum patterns, Lucid Mission is the one for you. It's the expansion for you. This is built specifically for that new user, I believe. I've been doing this for a very long time, and in various other softwares, Fruity Loops, from Fruity Loops to Reason to Sony. What was the name of the darn thing? I've forgotten the name of it. Acid, I'm sorry. Sony Acid. So I've been doing it that far back. I'm here to tell you folks, this is the one for you. And I am not an employee, nor am I being paid by Native Instruments. I believe that this is the one for you. Check it out, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. And here goes a different pattern I used. A different kit. This is the at-home kit used with that same pattern that we had before. It may not always work out with every kit that you load, because sometimes there are other instruments on a pad. But play around with it. Run through all of the kits, leave the same pattern in, and run through all of the kits and see how it feels. Or re-enable the pattern load button and check out the patterns that they have for that kit. This is the at-home kit. I'm telling you folks, this is mainly drum patterns. They haven't utilized the other instruments in it. It's mainly just the drum patterns, and every single pad has a pattern on it. So there are 16 drum patterns to each kit that are provided. It doesn't get any better than this. I'm going to stop trying to hard sell you on it. I just suggest that you go out and get it. Take care of yourself, Machine Nation. Get back with your boy Vinny. Peace.